Welcome to the session. Program for International Student Assessment PISA. PISA is a project of the member countries of the OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. PISA is a competency-based assessment. Today we are going to discuss about knowledge of science and knowledge about science part 1. In this video, the following topics will be covered on knowledge of science and knowledge about science. Topic 1, definition of scientific literacy. Topic 2, areas of knowledge of science. Topic 3, competencies required for scientific literacy. Topic 4, scientific enquiry. What is meant by scientific literacy? Scientific literacy, the capacity to use scientific knowledge to identify questions and to draw evidence-based conclusions in order to understand and help make decisions about the natural world and the changes made to it through human activity. Knowledge of science. Knowledge of the natural world across the major field of physics, chemistry, biological science, earth and space sciences, and science-based technology. These are the 4 areas on which the items will be asked in PISA. Laws and theory. Both laws and theories are very important in science. Theories and laws have different jobs. Laws are statements of patterns and regularities in the natural world. Theories are explanations for those patterns. Scientific laws and theories are both well substantiated and have much evidence to support them. So, laws are statements of patterns, whereas theory is the explanations for those patterns. Knowledge of science. There are 4 areas: physical sciences, life sciences, earth and space sciences, science-based technology. Items will be framed based on these 4 areas of knowledge in PISA. Knowledge of science. There are 4 systems of knowledge. System 1, physical system. Structure of matter, properties of matter, chemical changes of matter, motions and forces, energy and its transformation, interactions of energy and matter. System 2, living systems. In this system, the topics are cells, humans, populations, ecosystems, biosphere. System 3, earth and space systems. In this system, the topics are stresses of earth systems, change in earth systems, energy in earth systems, earth's history, earth in space. The fourth system, technology systems. In this system, the topics are role of scientific based technology, relationships between science and technology, concepts, important principles. Competencies required for scientific literacy. The first competency, explain phenomena scientifically. Competency 2, interpret data and evidence scientifically. Competency 3, evaluate and design scientific inquiry. Items will be asked based on these three competencies in PISA. Knowledge about science. First one is scientific inquiry. Second, goals of science, that is scientific explanations. Scientific inquiry. In the scientific inquiry, what are the steps involved in this? Let us see the steps. The first one is origin. For example, curiosity, scientific questions. Next, purpose. For example, to produce evidence that helps answer scientific questions. Current ideas or models or theories guide inquiries. Next, experiments. For example, different questions suggest different scientific investigations design. Next, data. For example, qualitative and quantitative. Measurement. For example, variation, accuracy or precision in equipment and procedure. Next, characteristics of results. Example, empirical, tentative, testable, self-correcting. Inquiry cycle. Inquiry based teaching of science is more effective than traditional method of teaching science. In this inquiry cycle, there are sequence of steps to be followed to explain the concept effectively. Let us see the steps. The first step is wonder. In this step, ask a question. That means, so either in the form of concept or a topic or in the form of questions. The questions will be framed in this step. After framing the questions, the next step is investigate. In this step, answers to be made based on the questions or a concept or a topic by using suitable resources. After framing the answers for a given question or a concept, then the next step is create knowledge. Whatever the answers are made in the second step, those answers are a content to be arranged in a order. In this step, after arranging the content or a answers of those questions. If any corrections required, those corrections to be incorporated in this step. After creating the knowledge, the next step is discussion. During the discussion, opinions to be obtained from the members of the group. Those opinions to be incorporated. Accordingly, the corrections to be done in this step. After thorough discussion, the last step is act. In this step, whatever the answers are framed for a given question, or whatever the content is made based on the topic or a concept, that content or the answers of that question to be shared in the class. In the entire cycle, finally the reflection is there. In the reflection, what do I know now that I don't know before? Through this enquiry cycle, one can learn a new thing or a new concept or a new idea effectively. So this method of teaching for teaching science is very much useful and fruitful in the classroom. Answer the following questions in the form of assignment. Question number 1. What is scientific competency? What are 3 main skills that scientists use? Question number 3. What are some examples of scientific enquiry? Thank you.